Good day. Showing to you one of the places I visit this year. Dito yan sa Palawan, Puerto Princesa in Palawan. So while looking at the beach, while looking at the sea, I just remembered one thing. Yung calling ng first disciples ng Lord in Luke 5, 1 to 11. Parang this passage describes the calling of Peter, Andrew, James, and John. So nung time na yon, si Lord, he was on the shore and preaching to the people. And then, at that time, Jesus saw two empty boats and their owners. So, he told them to try lowering their nets again. Itong mga fishermen na to were tired and perhaps sobrang exhausted nila because they had not caught anything all night. But they trusted Jesus that there would be fish near the shore. And when they did, as he said, their nets were filled with fish. So, ano yung application ng kwento na yun sa ating personal life? Number one is that the Lord sees our emptiness. Itong mga fishermen na to, they were not lazy. Hindi man sila tamad. In fact, they were diligent and hardworking. Parang yung fishing, yun yung main livelihood nila. And over the years, ng pangingisda nila, nakaka-develop na sila ng skills in catching fish. However, there were nights na wala talaga silang huli. So, parang nung time na yun, it might have been a very discouraging night for them. But despite their hard work and perseverance, ganun wala talaga. Yung effort nila nung gabing yun, walang fruit. Symbolically, in our lives, no matter how much effort we put into many things, we still end up empty inside. Parang di ba we do everything we can to rise above our circumstances or to be appreciated and recognized or ma-promote, but in the end, wala talagang result. So, some people work themselves to exhaustion, but their hearts are empty and drained. And what remains na lang sa heart and minds is the fatigue na nararamdaman. But the good thing is that God sees our emptiness and it is His will na punuin tayo in every way. So God sees the state of our hearts and lives. And si Lord, hindi siya nananatiling walang pakialam sa sitwasyon natin. So, He knows how to feel us. And it's always His desire to feel us. And there goes our second point, which is the Lord feels our emptiness in unusual ways. So kung titignan natin, itong mga fishermen na to, nasa shore na sila kasi doon nga nagpipreach si Jesus Christ at that time. And kung alam naman natin, madalas yung mga mangingisda, hindi naman yan nangingisda sa shore or malapit sa shore. So usually they go doon sa middle ng sea to find fish, di ba? And also, at that time, yung mga regular buyers ng mga fishermen na to, yung mga nandun sa shore. So, feeling ko they were likely disappointed that the fishermen had no catch. As for Peter and his companions, sobrang disappointed din nila. So, yung pagkakaroon ng fish on the shore, unlikely scenario siya. But it is not impossible naman. So that is how the Lord works in our lives. He knows when and how to act. There are no unlikely scenarios kasi sa Lord. Once He speaks, His desire will happen instantly. So ano yung ginawa ng Lord? Yung desire niya to feel our emptiness, the Lord, feel it in a very unusual way. That goes our third point. Bakit na-feel yung emptiness nila, Peter? Because they just obey. Diba? The Lord's instruction to Peter is to cast the net again. Parang kung titignan natin, si Peter, dahil nga meron na siyang skills of fishing, pwede nga sabihin kay Lord at pwede siyang mag-excuse kay Lord na that time na hindi pa naman niya ganun kakilala si Jesus at hindi naman niya napapansin kung isa ba yun sa mga mangingisda. Pwede naman niya sabihin sa Lord na, sa tingin mo ba may isda sa shore? Diba? Parang kung meron sanang maraming isda dyan, bakit pa kami pupunta sa malayo? And knowing Peter's personality, mahilig siyang magdahilan, mag-make ng excuse or bigla na lang out of nowhere, meron siyang sagot, diba? Pero alam niyo si Peter at that time, he simply told the Lord about their efforts all night. And then wholeheartedly, he listened and obeyed to God. With just one act of obedience, in one casting of the net, they saw what they had been praying for all night. Or perhaps, baka yun din yung pinagpipray nila sa mahabang panahon na sana makahuli kami ng ganong karaming isda. Pero with one act of obedience to the Lord, they saw the answer to their long-standing prayers. And that goes our point number 4. Leave the nets. Ito yung kakaiba. Kasi nakita na ni Peter yung pinakamatagal na nilang pinagdarasal. And ang naging response ng heart nila, they leave the net. Parang it was a great blessing for the fishermen to experience such a large catch. Diba, they had probably prayed for such a catch for a long time. But in an instant, by one command of God, their nets were filled. And they were amazed. But their amazement was not just about having a full catch. It was about realizing that they were empty people with empty nets. And the Lord answered their prayers. And it was possible that they could have taken the fish and sold them at the market because it was a very big blessing. Parang ang pwede nilang gawin is that, uy, ang dami na nating nahuli. Andiyan na yung mga taong pwedeng bumili. Laman din ng bulsa to, ibenta na natin. But that was not their response. They realized that for the longest time, they didn't need fish or they didn't need to live just for that. For the longest time, Peter and his companions were stuck in that kind of life and perhaps baka hanggang pagtanda nila, ganun na lang yung gagawin nila if hindi nila na-encountered si God. Walang masama sa pangingisda. It's just that at that moment, nakita nila na yung identity ko pala ay hindi lang nababalot or hindi lang para sa gawain ito. Kasi kung iisipin natin, in their lives, di ba parang the net, they always relied on that to have something inside. Nakarely na lang sila dun sa net nila. So from having an empty net, they were able to completely leave their nets because their lives were not defined by whether their nets were full or empty. What defines our lives is who we trust to fill us. They long for God, and in that moment, they saw God, and immediately they left their nets and followed Him. Ganda ng story, di ba? So, doon mo marirealize that whatever blessing come into our lives should lead us to follow the Lord even more. The blessings should not take us away from God, but brings us closer to Him. Sometimes kasi, when we receive what we have been praying for, we forget God. Once we receive what we're praying for, our hearts should always remain focused on God and always grateful to Him and never forgetting His will. At baka yung mga pinagpipray natin ng mahabang panahon, pag nakita natin yon, ang makikita pala talaga natin na ang pinakamahalaga sa lahat ay ang buhay na mayroon ng Diyos. Because having God means having everything. And that's all. Shalom.